I can clearly imagine you sitting in your room watching the chart of your portfolio skyrocketing. Oh boy, I'm gonna make so much money. But then suddenly you realize the more money you make, the more taxes you have to pay. So the idea strikes. Will anyone notice if I just don't pay them? Or wait, what would really happen if I start paying taxes at all? I have those answers for you. There are two possible scenarios. Either you end up drinking champagne with Elon Musk on his yacht, or with even less money than you would have if you paid those taxes. And trust me, this is 90% more likely than the yacht chilling with Elon. Or there is the third option. Very unlikely, but you could end up even in jail. But let's be real, anyone who wants your money would likely prefer to take more money than to send you to jail, as that would mean no money at all. First, who actually finds out that you didn't pay those taxes? Well, it's the government. Who else needs your money more than they do? In every country it's a different story. In India it's the Indian Revenue Service. In Germany they have the Bundeszentralamt für Steuern. And for example in the USA it is the Internal Revenue Service, or IRS, that is responsible for collecting taxes. These entities will do everything they can to tax even your last penny of your income. Even the Joker once said,
I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS? No, thank you.
and if Joker is scared of them, you should be too.
There is no way they have control over everything.
Oh man, believe me, they do. And if they don't, this bad boy definitely does. It's called the Information Returns Processing System, and it reports everything suspicious. In most cases of unreported income, it is this system that betrays you. This huge database compares stated income to the information third parties provide, such as your employer, bank, investment broker, and so on. And yes, they all report to the IRS each year, just like you. Even money services like PayPal and Venmo do that. So next time be careful, because family and friends payments of 10k each month can be very suspicious. Also, don't forget that investment services like crypto exchanges or investment brokers report only what they see. With that being said, you are responsible for paying taxes for every closed position in profit. There is no need to send it to your bank for them to report that. You profit, they report. That's how easy it is. When numbers don't match up with what you have reported, an alert goes out and the IRS starts investigating. Then the real problems come. Oh, so when I don't invest, take my salary in cash and don't use PayPal, I am safe, right? Nope. Even though the IRS doesn't know how much money you have, they know what is reported to them. And if your friend from work reports more money than you, there is definitely something to look into. They even compare your tax return to the people that have similar job as you, review your bank deposits, search for any income sources, and examine transactions associated with the business websites. All this just to find out about your untaxed income. If you are reporting less income, then deposits, be prepared to explain those deposits that are not considered income. If the IRS thinks that you do owe money, you most likely do. Be prepared to receive a letter requesting you to file a tax return. If you decide not to file it, you will be charged with 5% penalty of the unpaid tax for each month, up to 25%. But wait, if you file a tax return and just don't pay them, it makes only 0.5% penalty per month, and again, it can get up to 25%. With that said, always file a tax return even when you don't have money right now. But let's say you just decided not to pay it at all. Then you will likely get something called a tax lien. These liens could affect your ability to get loans, get a job, or keep security clearance. You also won't be able to fly out of the country, and they can take your passport, which in some cases was never returned. Okay, let's say you still like living on the edge and decide not to pay those taxes again. Besides the fact that you must have big balls to have gotten this far, may God have mercy on you, because the IRS shows no mercy. Then they have no other option than to seize and sell any type of personal property that you own or have interest in, such as your car or a real estate. And if you don't own anything, be prepared, because these bad boys are coming for you.